what's going on, y'all? What's going on, man? It's Andy tuning back in. Right on the pan, man. Right on the pan. I got this thing on high. No oil. Straight dry. We got some shiitake mushrooms. Bam. Hopefully this fits. I didn't even think about this. Alright, shiitake. A little bit of oyster. What I could find. It's going to be a lot in here. I didn't even realize this. Alright, so I'll get to that. When I get to that, I didn't realize it's going to be that big. But we're going to reduce this down for about 5 or so minutes. I'm going to cover it just to get that heat going. To reduce. I'll add the rest of the mushroom. I got another whole of 10 in here. I like them buying them whole, but I just couldn't find them, so hey, saves me a step. Now, over here, we're gonna have our broth setting up. But bam! Don't mind all my ingredients on the side. So now we need, the recipe calls for a liter. Found out a liter is 4.2 something cups of broth, but we gonna guesstimate this. Alright, hold up. So, because I'm basically 3 times in this recipe, I'm gonna use almost 3 of these things. So why even measure them, huh? So first off, we have our vegetable broth. I got my pot at high. Gonna bring this to a boil and then add our rest of our ingredients. What I'm making here is like a little type of ramen type of deal, but I'm using soba, not ramen noodles. And guess what I found? Normally I use that regular vegetable stock, but I found something crazy. This is all vegan, bro. All vegan. What is it? Ocean's Halo. So we're gonna see what's up with Ocean Halo. See how that do. Alright. We're getting this filled to the brim, y'all. Filled to the brim. Big shout out to the Happy Pear. That's what inspired me to make this recipe. They are a simple but pretty darn tasty recipe makers. Shout outs to them. Over the pond, I believe. This is their no chicken broth, Ocean's Halo again. Just seen them today. I was like, yo, let me try them out. They do have a good amount of ingredients, so I might have to, you know, gauge the salt content. Make sure it's not overly salted, but we'll get there, we'll get there. Alright, so we're a little shy of 3 liters. Or, what is it, 32 ounce per, so like 60, 90 ounces. We're gonna let that come to a boil. In the meantime, I'm gonna work on these mushrooms and bring y'all back to the 411, see what's good. Give these a little stir. We're just gonna boil these down. Reduce these. Let the water come out. And the reason why I didn't put any oil is because mushrooms are not vegetables. They're not to be treated as such. There's a little difference. You know? They're more like us, honestly. Having studied biology in the past, it's a little bit different. But we're gonna char these up before we add anything else. Okay. Might as well add the other ones. It's gonna be a tasty little ramen. Alright. Cool. Put this back on. And I shall be back when I add the other recipes. No more than like 5 or 10 minutes because they are a lot of mushrooms. Alright, y'all. Alright, man. It's been maybe like 8 or so minutes. The mushrooms have reduced. Kind of sticking to the bottom. So what I'm gonna start doing is I'm gonna add those tablespoons of sesame seed oil. Sesame oil. Okay. It's quite a bit of oil here, so give me a second. Just 1. Go ahead, add 2. I know I'm tripling the recipe, but I don't want to put too much. You can always add, and never take away. Okay. That's 2. I'm already smelling it. Okay. Ah, man down. Man down. Alright. Alright. This one guy's coated. Back to more of a lubricated, you know what I'm saying? Mushroom. It's not as dry anymore. Make sure they're soaking up that liquid. Okay. Now, next ingredient, some tamari. I'm saying 1 tablespoon. Let's add 2, so I'm tripling it. 1, 2. Alright. Let that do its thing in here. Drop down the temperature for sure. Okay. Let the mushrooms soak up this first, and then I'll start adding the rest of my veggies as I'm coming with it. Okay, let that do its thing. Now the recipe says to add all the ingredients all at once. I'm gonna add the scallions or the green onions first. Might as well with the peppers. So I'm adding a full jalapeno. This thing was huge. And 1 serrano pepper. Spicy, but not too spicy, mainly for the flavor. I'm gonna wait for the root ingredients. Give me a tad bit of time for this one. With my handy little red cutting board. I was chipping out of there. Why I have a red cutting board? I don't know why. Alright, you can hear the contact of the water with the pan. Oh Lord have mercy. I have my stock boiling. So, I'm going to add my ingredients on this side. Turn this down to somewhat of a medium. Okay. Now what do I add here? Bring it over here real quick. Got 2 things cracking. Oh damn, got my tripod stuck. Ah. Alright. So I turned it down. We're gonna add our 2 cups of coconut water. Or milk, excuse me. Not water. Okay. Calls for 1 can per, but I mean it is what it is. Maybe adding 2 tablespoons of tamari. So I'm gonna add 4. 1, 2, 3, like 3.5. Everything else was already seasoned. Pretty well actually. And give my veggies a stir. Alright, let that do its thing. Oh, okay, so now what I need, I need 4 tablespoons of this red curry paste. This stuff is bomb, man. Coming in the bag, I don't even know what's up. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna do this a few more times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, like 2.5 servings of that. Let's see what that do. I'll be adding. It says almond butter, but I'm gonna add tahini, not almond butter. 1, additional. And just a little bit of another one. It says whisk together, but I don't need to take that off. We're adding coconut, almond butter, tamari, and 2 limes. I'm gonna come back here because this needs my attention. Alright, give this a stir. One time. Then I'm gonna add my bell peppers. I'll probably add they did add the bell peppers last, so let me do that. Make a little well for my garlic and ginger. You can use the paste, I'm gonna use the veggies. So it calls for 1 clove of garlic per. I did almost 2. I think I did 5 cloves of garlic and about 2.5 inches of ginger. Everything chopped finely. Just let that do its thing. Alright, I'm gonna give my stock a stir. Bring this back to a simmer. I'm going to be adding my bootleg sriracha to this stock because sriracha is out. Bootleg, I mean bootleg though. Okay. Alright. I think that's enough time for our garlic and ginger to get aromatic. Oh yeah. This is what I'm talking about right here. Oh yeah. Alright. It's smelling good. Just because of the flavor and the smell I'm smelling. I'm going to add a little bit of black pepper to this. I know it has tamari, so I won't add any salt at the moment. But I will add black pepper. This is me going off the rib right now. It's time to season this thing. For sure. Okay, got my pot of stock at around medium high. Gonna bring it back to a simmer, let it reduce a little bit, let the flavors condense, and then we're gonna boil the noodles and the broccoli in the broth. It's gonna be delicious. Gonna be adding just a little bit of cumin to my mushrooms, maybe like a teaspoon or so. It's not typical. Little smoked paprika. This is just to my flavoring. You don't gotta follow. Give it a stir. Oh yeah. This is smelling like heaven here, yo, with the broth, this mushroom mixture. Man down. Man down. Gonna be adding my bell peppers. I cut 3 medium-sized bell peppers. Alright, there we go. You can cut them however you like. I'm also adding the juice of 2 limes. Calls for 1 lime per portion, but I'll probably just squeeze the other one when I sit down and eat. Okay. I'll be right back once this cooks down. It should take no more than 5 to 8 minutes once I stir the bell peppers. I'm gonna do that right now, actually. Might have should have added the bell peppers a little bit sooner, but I have a remedy. I will put the pot down. I'll be back once the next steps come, bro. 1 second. Alright, man. It's starting to smell really, really incredible. So now what I'm gonna start doing is adding these noodles. Alright. I'm gonna make sure I got plenty for the week, so there goes one. Oh my god, no, I forgot. Oh no. Forgot that one, did not want that in there. Let's try that one more time. Alright. We're taking out the little plastic, the little paper. Sure, it was not bad for me, but still. I want that in my food. Okay. Okay. Let the noodles go through. Remember to do this, y'all. Please don't be like me. Make sure there's plenty of noodles this week. Alright. Okay. Alright. If you're wondering, this is what I'm using. You can use ramen style. I'm using Korean buckwheat soba. That's just my pick, my favorite. That's how I do it. You don't need to boil no water. Damn, you do gotta take it out the sticks though. Okay. Alright. Just like with the broccoli, you don't need to boil them in water. It's gonna boil in the broth. Beautiful, beautiful. Alright. Woo. The noodles were hot, boy, trust me. Alright. Make sure all my noodles are not in these sticks. Ugh. That's so unfortunate. But please, y'all, do not do that to yourselves. Alright. Oh, the thing is hot. Cover these noodles. Look through the thing. I'm over here making a mess to show y'all my progress. That should cook in about 4 minutes with the broccoli and noodles. My progress on this, bro. I sprinkled a little red hot peppers, red hot chili flakes, I should say. It's already spicy, I give it a little taste. It was a good choice with the cumin and everything else. Look at this, man. This is delight right here, bro. The bell peppers cook down a little bit. I've been lowering it slowly and slowly. The mushrooms charred. The garlic and ginger, nice and cooked. Can barely see my scallions. I'll be adding the rest of the scallions right now. Just give me a second. Chop them up. The rest of my scallions. Cut them all pretty. Finally learned how to do it, but really gotta cut it at an angle. Duh, right? Okay. Like I said, just keep lowering and lowering the temperature on this. Right now it's at a super low. Basically, just keeping it warm. Let me right back with the review, bro. It's almost done. This is almost done, yo. 1 second. Man, it's all finished. Normally I don't show you this process, but this is beautiful, man. It's a moment right here. Okay. Get some of my soba. Oh, some of it's still clumped up. Okay. Maybe a little bit more than that. Look at that, yo. It's more thick than soupy, but it's all good. Gonna add a little bit of our mushroom bell pepper mix. Already got the green onions in the mix. Oh, Lord have mercy. Oh, this is perfect. This is perfect. Some more mushrooms on here. I was gonna get more. Look at that, yo. Look at that, yo. A little bit of cilantro on this. Check this out. This is flame right here. Hold up. Oh, they love doing this in the Asian culture. A little sesame seeds. Bam. I'm gonna take a few pictures and it's on to you, man. Ready for the review. 1 second. What's up, y'all? Andy tuning in. How's it going, y'all, man? I'm so happy I made this. I didn't want to cook today, man, but super thankful, as you can tell. With the crazy hair, did not want to get up, did not want to do this, but sometimes when, you know what I'm saying, you're feeling like you may want to do something, you better do it. As long as it's positive, right? And helpful to your whole situation. But shout out to the happy pair, back on subject. This terrific Thai red curry kind of, well, they had ramen, but I had bubbly soba, so. A few caveats, make sure you take the noodles out of the little paper because it'll end up like this, all stuck together. I'm pretty sure they cooked, but still, you don't want that. It's piping hot. Man, the mushrooms were terrific. Making sure they were all kind of charred and cooked down. Wow, it's creamy because the tahini, I use tahini, not almond butter, but I mean, you do as you please. Change out what you want to change out. Man, terrific. You didn't have to add the cumin and the red pepper flakes, but something in me was calling me to do it. Black pepper as well. I did that. I didn't add no salt to these veggies, but it's all good. I had the tamari and then the soup. I mean, I had pre-mixed, pre-made broth, so there it is, man. Let it cool down. Cheers. Wow. The creaminess from the coconut milk is there right away. A little hint of tamari, a little saltiness, savoriness. It's a perfect blend between the broth, the noodles, and the veggies. Even though made separately, it all came together beautifully, man. I feel I can taste the red curry paste. It's earthy. But let me make sure. That's what that is. But I'm tasting, man. It's good. Man, this meal prep this whole week's gonna be bomb. Yeah, it's gotta be the red curry paste. This is earthy, savory right away. You don't taste nothing but the sauce. Without all the vegetables, all the cilantro. And yeah, put some cilantro in there, man. I put the raw onions, green onions on top, just to, you know, add a little crunch. And do its thing. We'll find a recipe that doesn't start with just onions. It's a beautiful thing. I'm not complaining, but just saying. This is good. Savory as heck, but not too much. It's there, man. If you want more juice, I suggest you don't boil down the stock so much. I did because I didn't want to add thin. But you want like a ramen style, traditional style, I would definitely, once it boils, add the stuff and add the noodles right away. Because yeah, it happened kind of fast for me. I just kind of, you know what, let me just let it reduce. But super happy, man, with the flavor. It's warm. We just had an ice storm. I just survived. That's why this whole week I've been kind of not really in my schedule, not in my rhythm. But super grateful to the happy pair. Super grateful that I got up and cooked. And you know what? Enjoy my day off. My last day off. You know, I'm trying to work. But shout out to you making this food. shout out to you for, you know, saying treating yourself well and doing things for yourself throughout the weeks. I reached my goal, and it turned out this whole week was for me to rest and enjoy time. So happy, I'm excited, but it's time to move forward with this coming week, and you know we're gonna crush our goals. We're gonna get to it. Man, that's it, brothers. Andy tuning out. Y'all take it easy. Peace.